Hi there, welcome to my channel on this beautiful corner of the internet. In the beginning stages of your spiritual awakening journey, you usually are seeking at this time some ways to self-develop spiritually that will also help you in your spiritual growth. In this video, I'm going to cover 4 self-development tips that will help you grow spiritually. So the first spiritual self-development tip that I have for you is shadow work. So what is shadow work? My definition and translation of shadow work is your deep dive into your own subconscious mind and sitting with the beliefs, the emotions, the themes, the patterns that you have thought all of your life that actually do not fully serve you for the highest alignment and the highest good of who you're developing into and who you truly are deep down inside. Shadow work is all about looking into your subconscious programs that you carry, that some of them serve you in the highest light, and some of them are truly more like energetic blocks and themes to the things that you actually truly would like for yourself in your life and who you're becoming. So how to do shadow work? That comes about with meditation and journaling and allowing yourself to really deep dive and sit with all of the thoughts and the beliefs and the themes and the patterns that you carry that need some help to be reframed. So my recommendation for how to do shadow work: allow yourself to sit with a couple of themes and thoughts that are coming up right now that feel negative for you. They feel heavy. They feel like they're kind of blocking you from belief and things in your life, good things happening in your life for you. And writing down all of these negative beliefs, thoughts, emotions, feelings. Write them down. Then next to that, draw a column. And in the other column, you're going to counteract those negative beliefs, thoughts, themes with positive new beliefs, thoughts, and themes that you're going to begin to start thinking on a daily basis. Now, you can also do this through written affirmations and writing these affirmations down, writing them daily, maybe sticking them on a piece of paper, putting them in your mirror, putting them on your cell phone, just allowing these affirmations to be new positive statements that you declare are your new truth and doing it every single day. Now, this is easier said than done. I completely understand, because there's also levels and reasons why we also have these negative beliefs that we carry, and you always want to make sure that you're honoring those parts. We never want to disregard why we have certain beliefs, why we have certain feelings, why we have certain themes coming up in our lives, because they come from events and things in our life that were considered painful for us. And so I always invite everyone to thoroughly honor what comes up for you in the process of shadow work, because that is also part of the process of shadow work. Because how I explain it is that if you think of your negative thoughts, beliefs, patterns as shadow, what you're doing is that you have to acknowledge the shadow in order for it to be shadow work. And that includes all of the emotions as well that come behind that and the experiences, before replacing it with something that will transmute the shadow into more of a light form. Self-development tip number 2 is working with inner child work. This goes hand in hand with shadow work. All of these self-development tips that I'm going to present to you also coincide with the basic concepts of shadow work. Our inner child years are the most prominent years of existence, of being here. It is where we accumulate the most thoughts, the most belief patterns, and so much of that also gets handed down by our upbringing, our experiences as a child, our experiences starting also with our school experiences, our family, our friends. And the reason that inner child work is so important is because that is like the building block foundation of the rest of our lives, and we end up carrying those themes, those patterns, and those conditions for all of our lifetime until we evolve in ways where we can look at them and learn to kind of re-evolve those patterns in ways that are a bit more healthy for the age group that we are in at that time. And this is also a form of self-healing for yourself and your inner child, because your inner child never truly goes away. Our inner child is always with us. They're just seeking to be unified with us. We are not meant to push our inner child away and these themes about our inner child and clear them to the point that our inner child doesn't exist. This is more about embracing and unifying with your inner child self, so that you're not creating any separation from this part of yourself, because our inner child is with us forever, no matter what age group that we are in when we do inner child work. Our inner child is eternal. Inner child work is also where we store some of the beginning parts of our trauma. Now, how I would define and translate trauma is any experience that you have classified in your body, your heart, your mind, your spirits, your emotions, your energy field, anywhere, that gets processed as something of a deep, painful experience that manifests as energy that stays with you. And trauma comes from all different experiences, walks of life, and I really try to be very mindful about how I speak on trauma and address trauma as well, because it is a very multi-layered experience that people carry. I invite you also as well to be extra mindful of yourself and where you hold areas in yourself that resonate with trauma and the word trauma, because all of that is a part of your healing and it's so important. Which leads me to self-development tip number 3, which is addressing our mother wounds and our father wounds through the form of ancestral healing. So what is ancestral healing? My definition, explanation of what ancestral healing would be is that ancestral healing is healing our bloodline, traits, beliefs, characteristics, negative stories, things that were carried down from our parents and their parents and the parents before them. So ancestral trauma can also be multi-generational, and there is so much that you can get very deep into with that. And that is also with the mother wound and the father wound, because with both of those wounds, we can take on the wounds of our parents, whether they've inflicted wounds on us or they have symbolized specific wounds to us that moved through them, that we picked up on, that we saw carry out for them, and we simultaneously decided, consciously or subconsciously, that that is also our theme and our story. So there's so many different layers and ways that this can manifest and look. So I just invite you with this tip to also just look within yourself. Where are you carrying themes from your mother, your father, your ancestral line? And allow this to be a multi-layered process so that you can have a deeper layered experience of self-healing with your spiritual development work. And self-development tip number 4 was actually the game changer for me. This one is about past life karma clearing. Okay, so why this is important is because each lifetime that we incarnate, we are also carrying, on a soul level, soul lessons through the form of past life karma. And karma doesn't have to be negative. I know it has a negative connotation when it's spoken of, but sometimes past life karma can be positive. Think of karma as just a retribution that carries over from previous lifetimes into this lifetime. And with how energy and timelines are non-linear and actually fluid and accessible, we are also able to access these past life timelines that will be able to reveal to you certain past life themes that you also carry with you in this lifetime. And this is so important because I find that when you have past life karma themes, it's heavier to clear that in this lifetime, because for example, if you think about it, you've been carrying that theme for so many lifetimes, and it's so powerful that you can finally clear it in this lifetime. It's going to feel like a very heavy theme that you're carrying if it's past life related. And usually a lot of us come here with these heavy past life themes to clear in this lifetime, because this lifetime is also a very prime lifetime to do this type of work on a soul level. So let's talk about how to clear past life karma. So some of the ways that you could clear past life karma, you can go into meditations. There's also meditations online that will do guided past life journeys. You can go into your own meditative state. If you are someone who is very openly lucid with the astral world, you may already be receiving past life themes and karmas. Sometimes we may have some kind of epiphany moments or breakthroughs that show us or come through that are our past life themes. If you wanted to have specific types of readings, you can get a past life reading or an Akashic Records reading. I myself do Akashic Records readings, and they are really brilliant for past life work. If you feel drawn to past life karma work, you may also have very heavy past life karma and you are being aligned to do so for a reason. So you want to make sure that you're really following that. You may also have inklings that example of a past life karma theme would be something that you carry that you didn't pick up on from this lifetime. You know that you had no this lifetime experiences to warrant that belief or that theme or that fear, and that is a strong indicator that that is past life related. So how you would clear that is honestly, it's really just in the awareness that that theme exists. And sometimes knowing that that theme exists and narrowing it down to a lifetime and having that awareness of that lifetime does allow it to clear, because what you're doing is that you're allowing that space for that wound and that theme, that clearing to be seen. And it's just seeking to be seen by you so that you can have that awareness and do something different with it that is more positive and more healing for yourself. So what that may look like is that you may start to change your ways of being. You might change the ways that you think. You might actively work on it with shadow work. So there's so many different ways, and really what it comes down to is that conscious awareness of the whole picture and the story and the theme actually is so healing, because there's something that happens on a soul and energetic level that just releases you. You're able to work through it in this lifetime in a really beautiful, powerful way. So those were my 4 best tips to provide you for your spiritual growth on your spiritual awakening. If you have found this video helpful for you, please leave a like on this video as a way to let me know. And if you are open to sharing any experiences down below in the comments, I would love to connect with you and hear from you. This is video number 4 in my Spiritual Beginner series. So if you feel aligned to subscribe to this channel so that we can continue on this journey together, it would be such an honor to have you here again. Thank you so much for tuning in with me, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.